All right, Bo Nix is standing by on the Pepsi hotline. He's presented each week by the RentalWorks division of CraneWorks. Unfortunately postponed because of his surgery Monday, but we certainly appreciate him making time for us today. Welcome in, Bo. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
Doing well. Thanks a lot. You got your foot elevated. We're off pain meds. Are we okay for this interview?
Yeah, we're doing good.
I mean, obviously, when you got injured, you knew it was bad. I mean, you had a noticeable limp. Did you realize you were playing on a broken leg, or how much pain were you in?
Well, I had done the actually the same thing my junior year of high school, and broke it, and it was a little bit worse in high school, so I didn't continue to play on it. But this time, I it kind of felt similar. Obviously didn't know for sure, but was able to continue to like kind of jog around and move on it, walk on it. And so it didn't just completely take me out of the game. And when I talked to the training staff, I was able to do the things that was necessary to, I guess, stay on the field. And at the beginning, because I was able to do those things, they didn't think it was necessarily broke. And then after the game, when I got back and did the X-ray, it sure enough was broke.
And what an interesting game. You know, you guys scored touchdowns on your first 4 possessions. You were in an absolute zone. Do you think personally in that first half you played your best football?
I think I just playing kind of consistent like I had been playing. We were, like you said, as an offense, we were clicking, and we were all doing pretty good. Then there in the second half, we just kind of didn't have the ball a whole lot. Had just a few drives, and then that's when I got hurt, and that I think changed a little bit of the game.
Bo Nix is with us on the Pepsi hotline as we talk to him post-surgery now. Obviously, your apartment hasn't changed that much. It looks like you're at home getting a little mama loving this week. Is that true?
Yeah, I had to unfortunately come home this week because I couldn't do some of the stuff by myself. And so actually I am here by myself right now. Everybody else is doing their own thing still. But it's just easier to be in the house than I guess in the apartment.
So Bo's doing a little Home Alone right now. It's like it's a holiday movie. Yes.
Are you going to have to use one of those little scooters?
Absolutely. Yep. I had to do it last time, and have to do it again because the crutches are not fun. So any way to get off the crutches and to do something else, I'll be on the scooter.
Well, just officially though, are you done for the year, or is this something that you can come back and try to play in a bowl game, or are you targeting spring at Auburn? What's the future plan for you? What are you fighting for here?
You know, that's a great question. Right now, I'm just listening to the doctors and just seeing how I progress from their point of view, and then obviously not going to rush back. My junior year, the same type injury, I was working to get back for the playoffs in high school, and so I was doing everything I could to get back pretty quickly. And I did make a quick return, but I think I could have done it a little bit better and probably help myself out just a little bit with just rehab and different treatment, and maybe not rush back as fast. Obviously, it was for a big reason, and I would have done it all over again if I was in that same situation. But now I'm going to obviously take what the advice the doctors give and just kind of slow play it and just make sure I get everything back good to go before I rush into playing or anything. So that's most of that. Those answers will be answered with the doctors.
Auburn quarterback Bo Nix with us on the Pepsi hotline. He joins us each week courtesy of the RentalWorks division of CraneWorks, the source for all your equipment needs, big or small. They got big equipment like skid steers and excavators, all the way down to the smaller equipment like pressure washers, brush mowers, or trailers. They got it all, and they got equipment operators too. CraneWorks.com for more info, CraneWorks.com. Can you take me, Bo, through the emotions of being told that you've got a serious injury and knowing in the back of your mind that it could cost you the remainder of the season, even though there's only 2 regular season games? Can you take me through the emotion of that? Because you're a competitor. We know that. We know you want to be on the field.
Yeah. So I'll take you back to really the third quarter. It was that long pass, and I knew I had got rolled up on and knew it was kind of significant, knew it wasn't normal. And as I continued to play, it kind of got a little worse as it went on. And then just by the end of the game, it was I had kind of known in the back of my mind that the news was going to come, just because of how worse it got. And so once they told me, obviously it was very, just heartbreaking, just because of just the type of season it's been and how much the game was going and how much I was having a good time just being out there on the field with my teammates and enjoying this year playing football. And then obviously not being able to finish out the season. I can't stand missing games. I can't stand just not being out there. Like just missing practice this week is hard for me, and it's not very fun. But I do think that this is a large part of the game of football, and I kind of can expect stuff like this as I move forward. Obviously, injuries are always going to be a part of the game. This one is just sometimes worse than others, and then obviously we look at Anders, and his is worse than mine. So it's just perspective. It's different perspective that you have to look at from an athlete's point of view. But yeah, it is definitely disappointing. I wanted to play these last 2 regular season games. They had a lot of impact on the season and had a lot at stake. I was just excited to play those, just to get out there and compete again. But it is what it is. I can't go back and change it. And it's just part of it. I just got to move on and just have a good mindset toward it.
But one of the offseason questions for Auburn was who was going to step up at wide receiver. Your leading receiver right now as far as receptions is Kobe Hudson. Watching him again this past weekend, he seems to get better and better, and that sophomore, to me, seems to have star potential.
Yeah, he does. He really played well this week. He really put on a show, made consistent plays, and that was really impressive. He made some tough catches. Made some wild catches too at the same time. And then he did a good job out there blocking and just playing his role at receiver. And then guys like Javarius Johnson, who had a great game, just continue to grow and develop themselves. And so I think just moving forward, that's going to help their confidence. And obviously going into next season, they have a lot to continue to build on, but it'll be exciting to watch them finish out this year.
You know, I'm interested. The last Auburn game you watched on television, I assume you will not be taking a spot up on the travel squad up to Columbia. Will you watch from home? And do you remember the last Auburn game you watched on television?
Last one was a 2018 Music City Bowl, I guess, and right there at the end of my senior season in high school. That's the last one I've watched on TV. Obviously, it is going to be tough traveling this week, just because it's a week out of surgery and still trying to heal, and it's kind of hard to move around and stuff like that. And so probably getting on a plane and going and the best idea may be a little bit may make it a little worse than what it has to be. So I probably will just stick around and watch it from home. Unfortunately, obviously I want to be with those guys and want to travel with them, but because that's some of the best times of being a player is just to travel and being around and hanging out and going to different stadiums. But I will obviously continue to watch them and support them. And hopefully by next week, I'll be able to go to the Iron Bowl. So that's good that it'll be at home next week.
Now we're a weird group here. LT refuses to watch games that his team, his Rams, are involved with because he's very animated. I'm a screamer at the TV as well. Brown's more lethargic watching his teams play.
Well, I'm the Dolphins fan. I've been beaten into submission. That's my problem.
So what about you? When you watch a game, are you a loud viewer, or do you watching Saturday? Are you going to throw a remote? Do you bang a pillow? What do you do when you watch your team play? This will be unique for you.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure because this is the first time I've watched like my team on TV. Before it's just been like I was a fan of Auburn. I knew I was going to go. I was committed to them, and obviously after signing day, that was what it was going to be. So it was a different perspective that I had. But now, like being legitimately on the team and knowing that those guys are, just a week ago I was out there playing with them. It's going to be really different. And obviously I'm very competitive, very passionate guy. So I'll probably yell and scream at the TV a few times. But it's just, I'll know those guys are going to go and compete and play with great effort. And so I'm just going to support them and just watch and just give them the time that they deserve.
Bo Nix on the Pepsi Hotline. Before you go, what's your role with TJ Finley? How involved do you get helping him in this process? What is that like for you?
Yeah, well, it'll be different. I'm going to let the coaches do their job. I'm going to let TJ prepare like he would prepare, and I'm probably going to stay out the way just a little bit, not get too much involved. Don't want to be a distraction for him and just mess with his mind or anything like that. He can prepare. He's done it before. He doesn't need my help. And so he'll go out there and he'll do a good job, and he'll do exactly what the coaches tell him to do, and do what he's asked to do. And he'll be a good leader for the team. And he's done a good job this year of preparing when his chance has come.
All right, Bo Nix each week with us, presented by the RentalWorks division of CraneWorks. Forget those big box stores. CraneWorks Equipment Rental Division. RentalWorks has reliable machines and local experts to help you find exactly what you need. Call them for a personalized quote or visit craneworks.com to see their full inventory. Bo is going to continue with us. More of an analyst role now, unfortunately, but he will be back with us Monday. But we wish you the best, Bo. Take care of yourself, man, and we look forward to keeping it going the next few weeks.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you for having me again, and War Eagle.
Yeah, you bet, man. Take care. That is Bo Nix, the Auburn quarterback, with us on the Pepsi Hotline, presented each week by the RentalWorks division of CraneWorks. I don't know that anybody questioned his toughness before. I don't think you can talk about his ability, his toughness. I don't think really could have been questioned before, but my gosh, if you were, you can now.